Hey, what's up,
What's
guys?
what's up, people?
What's going on? This is Steve, and this is gonna be our first, I guess you could say, first issue of Comics con Sabor. Yes.
That's right. Con
Uh,
sabor.
yeah, most of you guys know me. I'm Steve from Inner City Geeks, and along with me I have Mario.
Hey guys.
Yes, and we're gonna be basically doing a comic book review show here. So the first book that we decided to choose, yes, the juice, is
There's a lot of juice involved, my friend.
Yes, yes. The first book that we decided to use was Justice League, the first arc of the Justice League in the New 52.
Ooh. Ho ho ho.
Yes. So in this, it's for those that don't know, the New 52 was basically a complete relaunch of the New 52 of all of DC Comics, pretty much. And my dog is being a bit of a cunt right now. So, uh, yeah.
Están matando al perro.
Yeah, he's bugging out right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, in this book, we basically see the entire team getting back together.
Yeah.
You're introduced to Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, everybody within the Justice League, and they face one of their biggest foes at the moment.
Yeah, dark side.
Yes, they face
It's
Darkseid.
it's actually quite funny how the whole team is introduced, how like some egos are, clashing in and like, oh, I am the Green Lantern, I protect the universe, I could handle anything. But then he gets made.
Yeah, cause he's a really cocky character.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But you see, he makes a good contrast because, like, when he comes to Earth and finds Batman, he says, "Holy crap, you're real!" And like, what's your superpower? He
Yeah,
goes, "I have no superpowers. I'm Batman."
that's because he is Batman, and
Exactly,
nobody can compare.
exactly. So it's actually quite funny how like two contrasts, and then Batman goes, "Oh, you're too bright," shut that off before they see us.
Yeah, yeah. Because one thing that I did enjoy, but I didn't enjoy at the same time, is the fact that they kept playing off the fact that Batman doesn't have any powers. So
Yeah.
every 5 seconds they were like, "Oh yeah, you're worthless. You can't do anything because you have no powers."
But you know what? Well, you know how I feel about the character. So I think he's a great character. He's a great tactician. But I think it was a good mix, like to introduce him to one of the high superpowers or one of the big guns of the Justice League of DC Universe, to one of the heroes that has no powers, but yet again though he goes toe to toe with he is by wits and
Yeah,
and a lot of cojones,
exactly. That's the thing. Like he has a lot of balls.
a
So
lot of balls.
Superman has the powers. Green Lantern has the ring that's able to let him do whatever.
Exactly.
But Batman is like the core of the Justice League, in my opinion, because he has the smarts, he has the capability of doing just about anything without having any type of powers.
Exactly. Yeah, I think like with all characters, like everybody brings their own individuality, and like you said, I think Batman brings that. He brings that on the strategy, because he's a strategist, always prepared, always has like multi different scenario plans how to attack. Superman is more portrayed like seen as as the face, as the symbol of hope. Like everybody, oh, he works, everybody follows.
Yeah, exactly.
Green Lantern is, is a cocky firepower from the universe.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman is a warrior princess. Aquaman, not just a guy with a trident on this one.
exactly. He's actually a complete badass in this too.
He's badass. His introduction to this was phenomenal. Fue una locura total.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. That's what I really enjoyed about it too. The fact that they're actually giving Aquaman something more to do than just being, just a guy behind the scenes.
Exactly, yeah, they finally gave him his props. Y ya era hora, porque era un personaje que de la época de los 70 y los 80 with the Super Friends,
Yeah,
nothing.
they always he was always like that shitty character that everybody
Exactly.
was like, oh yeah, why are you even in this? All you can do is talk to animals.
Yeah. Wee, 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 fizzy,
Yeah,
fizzy, fizzy.
exactly.
But now he's actually like, wow, he is the king of Atlantis.
Yeah, he's a complete badass, which is a great thing because he was one of those completely underused characters from for years.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And finally, with the new 52, bringing, refreshing all the stories and all the characters, I think he was one of the biggest reboots for DC and brought a whole new dynamic and a new whole thought for the character itself.
Definitely, he definitely did.
Yeah. So it's just phenomenal. And it's really good. A really great launching point from DC, introducing
Yeah,
all these new characters, new looks.
yeah. That's one thing. That's one thing that I didn't really care for, because
Oh, okay, okay.
honestly, the Batman was fine. I'm a big Batman fan.
Yes.
Batman was good. That was a good look for Batman.
Hmm.
Aquaman looked cool.
Yes.
The only one that I didn't really care for was the Superman look. Like,
Why is that, buddy?
he looked lame. Like, why did he have like all these fucking like shapes and shit on his suit? Like,
You see, I like it because on Superman they actually explain why now he has the suit that he has. It's more like a Kryptonian armor, so it gives him that extra protection. So it's like more like Kryptonian, like the symbol of him.
he
So
doesn't need any armor. He's
yes.
fucking impenetrable.
Oh
Impenetrable.
yeah, but you see, he comes from an alien world.
No, I know
He
that.
has all these things from an alien world. And in Krypton, this were your battle suits. This was your wear. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
true.
like, wow, it makes perfect sense. It's
It
great.
does. It made a lot of sense. You're right.
Yeah, but it was funny because like in one of the things that I do agree, finally they took the underwear out.
Yeah,
Le
yeah.
quitaron los
They
calzoncillos
did.
ya.
They did get rid of the underwear. No more little
Calzoncillos
red
pa'
booties
afuera.
anymore.
Pa' afuera. Los calzoncillos pa' afuera.
Yeah, so they finally get rid of that. They made everything. They made everything a little more uniform. They made them look a lot younger than they already were.
They were. Well, because in this one they were supposed to be like what is it, 10 years to the current events?
Right. Exactly.
What everything they have it mixed up now.
Yeah. So now they're pretty much like in their 20s, I guess you could
Yeah,
say,
exactly. Yeah,
instead of like the 30s and 40s that they were years
that's
before.
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like me. Yeah, early 30s, mid 30s, except for Wonder Woman. She's a goddess. She don't age.
Yeah. Exactly.
But even her introduction was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. There was a lot of great like hilarious interaction between all the characters.
it was. No, like Wonder Woman. I'm like, what is this food? This is ice cream, the best food ever. It's like, you are a great person, sir. You created a wonderful food here. I'm like, wow, that is hilarious. Oh, we can store at the dude. ¿Qué locura es esa? Eso es cómico.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, but it was really good. Like their interaction, especially like with Wonder Woman, the fact that she doesn't know anything from anything,
That's
and
right.
the fact that she's out here now and she's like, oh, this is what's going on here. This is what that is.
That's right. That's right.
I would have never known.
Yeah. Ooh, ice cream. Ah. And then like it's funny because like a lot of people don't agree, but I do actually enjoy the introduction of Cyborg.
Yeah, his introduction was actually really good as well.
Because I always thought, even when he was on the Teen Titans, he was always a little older, and to me, he always made that transition.
I always thought that
Okay,
Cyborg was the oldest one in the Teen
Exactly.
Titans.
Mm-hmm. So like when like the Titans were in teens, he was already in the 20s.
Right.
So I'm like, to me, this makes a lot of sense. Now it's funny, he is actually the youngest one now of the Corps.
Right. Of course.
Yeah, he's the youngest one of the Justice League now. But yet again, though, he has the most advanced technology on Earth.
Exactly.
It's like, what you do when you give a teenager the most advanced technology on Earth? I'm like, what is the choices that he makes? At the beginning, he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But
He
then,
did it.
yeah, but then he was like, oh man, what the heck am I doing? Let me save the world with all this technology now then.
Because he had to. Because he had no other choice. Because if he just kept just sitting around doing nothing, then
That's
shit
right.
would have went awry.
Yeah, yeah. And then the way they introduced Darkseid was just phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
That introduction to Darkseid was insane. Like I wasn't expecting it to be that good, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Like right away, like I'm like, Green Lantern's hitting him with everything he has.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's all you got? Like
Yeah.
grabs that arm, like crack. Like,
Yeah.
oh, bye bye, next.
Exactly. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with because this is probably this is gonna be the new book, the first book from the New 52 that's gonna be translated into the animated version.
Yes, that's right. And well, we both were Comic Con,
Yeah.
and I saw that previewed on Friday of
Oh,
Justice
okay.
4. It looked great, but like
Nice.
since you were not too thrilled about some of the costumes change, there is some costume change to some of the characters already.
Already, really.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A lot of people may not agree. Um, a lot of people not may agree with a different change of character, addition and subtraction, which I was a little nag because I actually enjoy, but I'm like, ooh, really? But DC like gave a whole explanation that why they did it, and they're gonna give him his own solo movie, which I'm like, okay. But to me, he was one of the main reasons why I truly enjoyed the New 52.
Okay.
But yeah, so we'll see what DC does with that. But I think the New 52, especially Justice League, which is the core book, their main book,
Yeah.
it's a great launch for a new
Well,
universe.
well, you think that's their core book. My core book for the 52 is actually Batman. So.
Oh, of course. But like, well, yes, well, because you're a Batman fan. But like the core of the new universe was I didn't even say Superman. And you know I'm a big ass Superman fan. Wow.
Yeah.
It-
Totally lame.
no, they made him
Yeah,
awesome.
I
So
guess.
and yeah, then with the new 52, I think, especially with Justice League, great introduction to the whole new universe, and how now you Superman, you see, is like always perceived as the Boy Scout.
Well,
But
that's what he technically is. Like he is
yeah,
the Boy Scout. There's no other way around it.
yeah. But like on this one, he is a Boy Scout with an attitude. Because when he's fighting, Batman, he goes, I already did the extra on you. You out of powers, Batman. What you gonna throw next? He's like, oh yeah, he's gonna kick my ass now. I'm like, that's right, son. So we're gonna kick your ass. Green Lantern got tossed around already like a paper trail. So I'm like, it's crazy. But
Yeah.
that is funny. But then when Darkseid comes, and the first one he targets us because he knows he has to bring down is Superman. He gets captured, but then who goes to save him? See, that's what is a great dynamic of this core book.
Yep.
You see
It
Batman
is.
revealing his identity to Green Lantern. Green Lantern goes, what the frick is Bruce Wayne? And then
Like nobody would expect a millionaire to actually
exactly,
be doing stuff like that.
exactly, so phenomenal. And then he goes to Apocalypse. He gets captured. He goes to Apocalypse. He gets Superman because he knows Superman is the only one that could go toe to toe physically with this dude.
Hmm.
And then the bigger fight kicks in, and then Cyborg realizes with his technology how to use the mother box.
Yeah.
Yet again, as a rookie, so I'm like, he makes so perfect. And then the artwork is phenomenal by Jim Lee.
Yeah. Jim Lee did a great job with this.
Exactly, great work. I'm
Yeah, like
I
he's like his evolution from like X-Men till now
that's right.
has been like amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And now it's like he knows how to bring these characters to life. The mannerisms, the poses, the looks. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. And you add the writing of Mr. Jones.
Of course, Jeff Jones, yes.
Yeah, it does. And it's just a great dynamic, which it fits perfectly onto that book.
Yeah, exactly. Because Jeff Jones is a phenomenal writer, and
Yes.
like
Anything he touches is
I'm not gonna say anything that he touches because some things haven't been that great from him.
Green Lantern.
Uh,
Ugh.
but as far as this book, it's actually really good.
Yes, really good stuff. And I truly enjoy it. And for any new readers out there, it's only 20 something issues, 24 issues right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because the New 52 has only been around for 2 years. So.
Exactly. But I think they have, in those 2 years, they have changed all the dynamic. They seem to have,
There has been a lot of changes though.
exactly, a lot of changes of the origins. But like, you see, it's like subtle changes, but it makes more sense, like what a lot of people are saying with the current life of world of today.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
makes
Because not only that, because the reason they decided to do the New 52 is because there was so much shit going on, and
Exactly.
there were so many things that happened in the previous books, like 50,000 years of like
That's right.
comic history.
That's right.
That was pretty much like going back and forth, like, okay, yeah, this can't happen because this happened before.
Exactly.
So they figured, let's do everything brand new,
Yep.
start
Yep.
fresh.
Yeah, and it was great launch for new characters, great launch for new origins.
Yeah.
This is already on the third wave of new books
Mm-hmm.
of the New 52. Books get canceled because of sales, not sales, and they just relaunch other set of books.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just phenomenal, great stuff.
It is. It is a really, really good series.
Uh, so now, what would you give a star? How many stars would you give Justice?
If I would rate Justice League the first arc, which is what was it called? A War or something like that?
Oh, that's the DVD movie coming up next year.
But no, but what was the title of the
The
entire arc?
first arc, I think it was. What was the first arc called? I don't even remember if it had a name of the arc.
Okay, so let's just call it Volume One.
Exactly, Volume One.
For Volume One of the first arc of the Justice League, I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, wow, yeah, yeah. I will actually throw a little bit more of a 4.5
Okay.
because of Aquaman.
Of course.
Aquaman, yes, became from a guy riding the little seahorse and talking to fishes
Right.
to being a badass.
See, but the main reason I'm giving it a 4 is because they shit on Batman so fucking much. And that like really upset me.
I know that next you. I know that next you. I know that next, but it makes sense though. It makes perfect sense. Even like when Green Lantern is talking about everybody, whatever. Oh, Batman has his gadgets. No,
Right.
he's smart, great fighter. Holy crap! You got Crypto over there?
Yeah, exactly.
You got Crypto going crazy, bro. I'm like, you had to say, you got Superman moving mountains, throwing trucks, a warrior princess, a kid with technology, and then Green Lantern goes to Aquaman. What can you do? And like he summons all these gigantic sharks.
Exactly. Insane. He summons Sharknado to come
Exactly,
out.
literally Sharknado, and it's like 20 parademons right away. And he turns around and looks at him, and he goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, I could see that." And like, I'm like, I look like an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't ever shit on me ever again.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
will drown you in your own body odor and shit.
But it's great stuff, great stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. It is really, really good stuff. And I really enjoyed most of the Justice League stuff that I've read after this. So
Okay, yeah, yeah. They have really switched. Like, it's a lot of things they have touch and expose in Justice League. It's a lot of different character dynamics, and it's just great. The New 52, oof, it's a good start for readers that haven't read in a long time.
exactly, for someone that's actually looking to get into comics, this is a good book to start with.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good book to start. And for new readers, that you haven't read a comic book ever, like
Right.
of youth today. I think Justice League is a great way to start on comic book spirit.
It definitely is.
What was that?
And for those that actually are looking for something else to check out,
Ah,
that aren't necessarily into the Justice League or something,
that's right.
what's one book that you would recommend?
Well, I will recommend right now. We're gonna throw like a little promo because we're kind of a fan too. The book that I will recommend right now is Thor,
Yes.
the God of Thunder. This is issue 14 right now, which I just finished reading like a few hours ago, and it changes the complete look of Thor. For like new readers, or you never read of Thor, you're gonna find so many different aspects. Not just a guy with a hammer, showing the guns, twirling the hammer around, but you want to have substance and a lot of comedy with it.
Right.
That is the launch. So I would tell people to read Thor. It's only 14 issues right now. It's from the Marvel Universe, and actually right now they introduce on this book Malachi, which is the bad guy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
in
I
Thor.
haven't gotten this far into it yet.
Okay, so it makes actually perfect sense. You know how we threw that plug in there
Yeah.
pretty soon. So yeah, so para ustedes que quieren leer comics, lean Thor.
Yes, check out Thor. Check out Thor. If you haven't read comics, go check that out. That's actually really good. Because I read like the first 6 issues of it or so,
And you liked it.
and I loved it.
And you're not a Thor guy. That is the funniest.
No, exactly. I'm not a big Thor fan, but Jason Aaron did a great job with
Yeah,
the first arc.
Did. I was actually laughing when you told me, like, "Why you liked it?" I'm like, "Well, really?"
Yeah, because it was a great little dynamic that he
It
did.
was.
Because using three versions of
That's right.
Thor,
Mm-hmm.
this is
Yeah, it's
great.
a, yeah, and like the span of like whatever billion years,
Uh-huh.
and like it's just phenomenal. I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah, it
Thor
was
is not
really
old.
really good.
Thor is a demo.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that he went from like really young Thor to like modern day Thor
Exactly.
to like old man Thor. I was like,
That's
wow,
right.
this is awesome. And then
Exactly.
intertwined it all into just like
That's
one
right.
comic.
Into one comic and like into one big major fight.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Now, what book would you recommend, Steve, for the new readers?
Well, I've been reading it digitally.
Okay,
I've been
that's
reading.
fine.
I
Fine.
just started getting into Irredeemable by Mark Waid.
Yes, good book. Good book.
This book is fucking insane.
It is. It is. Good book. Good series.
Um, it's basically about a superhero that goes rogue. He's like the world's biggest superhero. Like
Yep.
everybody loves him and everything, but he goes
Mhm.
rogue because of some shit that happens.
Yep.
And it is absolutely insane because all of his friends are basically trying to figure out what happened, why is this
Yep.
happening,
Mhm.
why is he bugging out, why is he going crazy, and all shit ensues. Characters get raped,
Yeah.
characters
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. That,
Uh,
yeah. It was crazy.
yeah, it is absolutely insane.
It is.
That is basically going on. It basically just finished 37 issues.
Okay.
Um, and they're all pretty much on trade right now, so you can find them
Okay.
all at your
Oh,
next.
that's good. Then. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. Well,
it's
I could really
it's
say
a
you really enjoy this book.
it really is. I went through the first 10 issues in like 2 days.
Wow. Look at you.
Yeah, yeah,
Look at you.
very impressive.
Yeah. Mark Waid, yet again, another great writer.
Yeah, he is a great writer. I like what he's doing with Indestructible Hulk as well.
Okay. Okay. I haven't read Indestructible Hulk or some else. You know me with the whole new Marvel launch of Marvel Now nonsense.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I only read some of the Marvel books now, and Thor is just one of them because I'm a fan. But yeah, okay. Yeah, Mark Waid is a great writer. Yet again, for you folks over there que nunca han leído o haven't read comics in a minute, read that book.
Definitely.
Read Thor.
So I guess that's pretty much it for this first
Yeah.
issue
Oh,
of
of
Comic Con Sabor. Yes.
Sabor.
Yes. So Mario, where can they contact you, dude? On Twitter.
Well, if you guys want to contact me or follow me on Twitter, you could just go down Black Adam 001. Yet again, Psycho. Big DC guy here. And
And yeah,
how about yourself? Where can we contact you?
well, you can find me on at Mr. Jackal, MisterJackal.
You sound like a spelling bee champion, my friend.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You'll also find our links on the description below.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is also going to be part of the InnerCityGeeks.com. So
Finally.
you'll find,
Finally.
yeah, finally, right?
Finally.
On there, you'll also find podcasts and a whole bunch of other shit that we do on there.
That's right. That's right. Which you guys are kick ass on that.
Yes, thank you.
But about time, comics are getting the proper respect now.
Yeah, so with that, I guess I'll see you guys next week. Next week, what do you have thought of for next week?
I think for next week we're gonna go a little out of the box.
Okay.
I'm going for new readers. We're gonna talk about I think the craziest character created. It comes from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool.
Ooh, yes. Yes. So stay tuned for that next week. We got
That's
Deadpool
right,
for
guys.
you. So with that said, catch you guys next week.
See ya.